going on, chat? You guys are doing good. Official is back. Shut up. My bad, guys. Yeah. Let's indulge in some videos before we really start gaming. So apparently it's over for Elon and Trump.
So this is Trump talking about it himself.
So we've done a great job.
Here we go.
Elon knew that. Elon endorsed me very strongly. He actually went up in campaign for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway, even if the governor ran, the real governor, not the governor from Minnesota, who's he's a sick puppy, that guy. That poor guy, I feel sorry for him. But they made a bad choice with him. But if you pick Shapiro or anybody else, I spoke to him recently about his, his house being set on fire, which was terrible.
That was bad.
But if they picked him, I would have won Pennsylvania. I won by a lot. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here, better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden, he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars. And it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline, combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all. We want to be able to sell.
Elon posted that's a lie on X. Well, let me just go through this first. I don't know.
When that was cut, and Congress,
I'm not sure. Like, how could I know what he knew?
Wanted to cut it. He became a little bit different, and I can understand that. But he knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody, and he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape.
Yeah, so what had happened was actually, when he did complain, Trump isn't really saying, like, that's not what he said. Like, on another interview, Elon said that, like, he's upset with the spending. I'm sure the cut on the EV has something to do with it a little bit, but it's probably the straw that broke the camel's back.
And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez. Okay. All right. Let's go.
But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
Mr. President, did he? I just want to clarify. Did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy you put in charge of cutting spending. Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too.
Oh God. Yeah, right.
I
doubt that. Really?
I think Trump thinks that Trump is assuming that Elon is crashing out about this, but he's just gonna get over it in, like a month, and it's just, gonna be business as usual. That's what it seems like to me. Yeah.
But there's something about this one. I was telling the chancellor.
I don't think he's really taking it that seriously.
People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's,
he just doesn't want to work for a guy that ain't
started
in his
and invented
interest.
here, and World War II, and so many other things. Everything big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago. A lot of good things are happening in this room, and I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us, and then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile.
Is that right?
I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it, but we have it with others too. They leave, and they wake up in the morning and the glamour's gone, the whole world is different, and they become hostile. I don't know what it is. Someday you'll write a book about it and you'll let us know. Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically what Trump said. And then Elon said, without me, Trump would have lost the election. The Democrats would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. such ingratitude. I don't understand, like, what, like, I don't know who's right and who's wrong with this. I have no idea. Elon Musk and Trump, no one predicted this would have happened. No one could have predicted that Elon Musk and Trump would eventually have a falling out and a crash out on each other. Nobody knew this would happen. This is a surprise, I think, to everyone, okay? And so let's go ahead and take a look at it, and we'll see why. Elon Musk claimed his support was pivotal in Donald Trump's 2024 election win, sparking a public dispute. So was Elon Musk's support of Trump like very important? The main thing that was important actually wasn't Elon Musk supporting Trump. It was Elon Musk buying Twitter. This is something that I can say with certainty. If Elon did not buy Twitter, I do not think Trump would be the president right now. I actually think that buying Twitter was a timeline-changing event. It was a genuine 100% timeline-altering event. And whether Elon supporting Trump was what changed it, or whether him giving the money changed it, I think that's harder to say. But I think that buying Twitter, and like, again, also, by the way, he would have never supported Trump and he would have never given him the money if he didn't buy Twitter, right? And so it had to be either all three or zero. But I do think that 100% buying Twitter was a massive, massive shift. And I think that shift, like buying Twitter, caused a shift in the entire internet, right? Because like now you have companies that are talking about free speech again. They were never talking about free speech back in the day. They were talking about censorship, misinformation, and empathy-based, fucking moderation. Be interesting to see what Republican lawmakers do now. I know lawmakers say they should side with President Trump or Elon. Oh, and some food for thought as they ponder this question. Trump has 3.5 years left as president, but I will be around for 40 more years. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know why. Like, how is this even a fucking sides issue? Like, in my opinion, I think it's pretty fucking obvious that it's a bad idea and it's not good that you can have a bill and there's like 50 things in the same fucking bill. Like, this is a problem. Like, really? Like, how is this even a conversation at all? I don't know. Who do you guys think is right in this? Is Elon right or Trump? What do you guys think?
Elon.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about it?
Fucking Elon, obviously.
Elon?
He's right.
I kind of feel like he is.
Things. They can have 50 fucking things in this bill. I don't agree with half this shit. And what's he gonna try and push that? So he gets all his bullshit in between fixed?
Too, honestly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Trump, Elon, Zalulu. I feel like there's such a massive amount of things in the same bill that you have to say yes to everything in. This is a ridiculous premise, a crazy premise.
Yeah.
Elon has a black eye and then he hated Trump. Well, I don't know if there's a reason for that. It sounds silly. Regardless of right and wrong, the bill's retarded. Yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely that.
They jumped him out.
I think that, like, really.
Holy shit! Is it? So wait. Is the government like the Illuminati? Like they jumped him out of, like they beat his, like they knocked him out?
Doing the you owe me thing, like to Trump or whatever. I think this is like, I've never seen a time where telling somebody that you owe them something because they helped you, I don't think that that's ever been a beneficial thing. And I think it's always like kind of like a combat option RPG dialogue thing to say, where it's going to put that person against you. It's going to alienate them and make them mad. And so, like, if you do that, it's just not really, it's counterproductive, right? And so, like, for me, like, remember what I said before, right? Like, I only say things and do things that are in my best interest, right? And so when I see this, I think to myself, oh, I don't think he's really acting in his best interest here. The bill's incredible for tax cuts and border for deportation. Well, who cares? Like, why are tax cuts and the border in the same bill? These are two different things. It's like, why would you, it's like you're serving, it's like you go to Walmart and, actually, no, that's not a bad example. You go to Home Depot and they also have, they're also selling dogs.
Yeah, we've got this enormous federal budget deficit. And it's a $2 trillion deficit. It keeps growing. Our interest payments are higher than our Defense Department budget. That's I think was the real wake-up call for me, was looking at seeing that the interest payments to national debt exceeded the Defense Department budget. And that was only growing
Seems like some bullshit to me.
over time, which meant if we didn't do something about this, then there won't be any money for anything. We'll just be servicing debt.
And you know how to read an income statement, and you know how to read
anybody can look at a number that's like $20 trillion and it says negative 20 trillion. Like, I mean, if anybody got it, like, how many, like, look at, let me think about this, all right? So 20 trillion. Million, billion, trillion. I mean, that stresses me out just looking at it. Really? Like, I mean, that's bad, bro. Like, that's really bad.
Yo,
yeah, I mean, is it
fucked.
30? Was it 37? Oh. Oh, wow. Jesus. Oh, that's scary. Look at that. Yeah, wow, that's awful. And so anyway, what the fuck? Yes, exactly, what the fuck? And so, yeah, the amount of spending and everything is insane. How are you doing this? And in my opinion, you have to tax people more money. Like, you have to find another way to make more money. Tax rich people and corporations more money. That's, in my opinion, one of the big solutions. Stop spending as much money on stupid shit. Stop spending as much money on the military. Like, really, it's insane. Increase taxes, decrease spending. Yes, obviously. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this, but yeah, there it is. What a waste of time by our president. Rather than make things about Elon, he should be simply clear. These are conditions. The bill will reduce the deficit. How he will create the deficit. Use that to lead, not fight with citizens. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that the goal, obviously, is to reduce the amount of money the federal government is paying out in interest and the amount of debt that it has. So it shouldn't really be about Elon or not. It should be about the debt and how you're going to reduce that. And let's see if I can find any more of these here. And
this is
I was shown the bill.
This
I wasn't.
is
He means to say he wasn't, right? Like, even, yeah, I think he means I wasn't shown the bill even once. I'm not even sure.
Is crazy.
Let me go back. I'll read some more of these too. And you have to spend money to make money. Yeah, but like, what's the long term? You know, like, at least explain that, right? Explain that if that's what it is. And so anyway, let's see here. What is this here? Greg Yang, awesome. Is this anything interesting? And let me double check. Fixing bot replies.
You're not making any money if you're
that
just...
would be nice. And let's see here.
Yeah,
I mean, like, a lot of people are. This guy would win a landslide. And these are all posts from old Donald posts right here. The more you learn about the debt deal, the worse it gets. 17 trillion national debt. So let me get this straight. So in 2012, 13 years ago. So where's the America national debt?
Pull up the leaderboards. Social Security. Look at these fucking numbers. Yo. Local debt.
So debt per citizen is $100,000 and debt per taxpayer is $300,000.
Wait,
this seems really bad.
Wait, what? 300,000? 100,000 per person? Every citizen has to pay 100,000 to work off the American debt, and we're not even supposed to pay this. This debt is made to the government, the corporation of America, not us. The fuck?
Did they know about this? In the government?
They don't know.
Have they seen this website? Did anybody show them this? That's not how it works? Okay, so here's really, so this is what I think is interesting, is that even if you can't reduce the national debt to zero, every single thing, and this is one thing that I think should always, this is a big shift that I think has happened with companies, and I think it's because probably, you know, with Elon, I think it's a big reason with doing how he did Twitter, is the idea that even if you can't reduce this number to zero, you should try to reduce it to, like, I don't know, 35, you know, instead of 36. Like, that would be better, right? I mean, shit. And so the problem really just fix the deficit. Yeah, and also wealth for 500K. Yeah, this is insane. Revenue per citizen is 15,000. So you have the debt. So you have the debt is 107,000 and the revenue is 15,000. This seems like it looks like these guys are making AAA woke video games. This is a really, really bad return. This is like, bro, I'm pretty sure in some of these cases, Concord might have had a better return than this did. This is bad.
Yo, you're
Oh my
right.
God.
It's
Yeah,
wrong.
it's never going down. It's in fact going to rapidly increase due to a cumulative debt increase. Yeah, I mean, this is insane. Well, he goes, whatever. Okay, let's see here. And whatever, keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill. Even go through no oil and gas subsidies are touched. Very unfair. But ditch the mountain of disgusting pork in the bill. In the entire history of civilization, there's never been legislation there's never been legislation that is both big and beautiful. Everyone knows this. Either you get a big ugly bill or a slim and beautiful bill. Slim and beautiful. I've been trying to tell people this about video games for the last 5 years.
Yo.
Bro, I've been I've been saying this for over and over and over.
Doesn't have to
Yep,
be big
see, there
and
it is.
beautiful.
It's the same with everything, right? It's a fat, retarded bill. Ain't nobody want a fat, retarded bill. And maybe I should tweet that out. Should I do it?
Do it. Gas him up.
Just gonna do
Gas
it.
him up.
There it is. Okay, yeah. No, I mean, how is it that, and this is the thing, if you were to ask an average citizen, do you think that it makes sense that bills include like all of these different unrelated issues and they're all put
Hell
together?
no.
What do you think average citizens would say about that? What do you think the average person would say? Because
The average guy would say that might be okay, might not be okay, but like a big brain would be like, why would you even put two things that don't coexist with each other in one bill? It's because you're trying to fraud or you're trying to push something that wouldn't normally be pushed. It's like a fucking delusional contract that you make with a snake salesman that you fucking like you sign with the devil type shit. We can't even read the fine print. Got 50 things in the fucking bill. You gotta agree on everything. I'd just deny it right then and there if I was on the Senate. I wouldn't even allow that shit out there. I'd be like, make it nice and concise.
Because I think that most people would say, listen, it's fucking terrible. Like, I would assume that
Yeah.
like 90% of people would say that it's silly to put everything that's unrelated together in the same bill. This is like Noah's
Exactly.
fucking ark. Think about it. And everybody knows that shit's fake. You can't have an alligator in the same boat with a chicken, or you're only gonna have an alligator. So did Trump post about this as well? I bet he did. Let me go
I
back and
wouldn't
see.
say
So
that,
here we go.
but
The easiest way
hey.
to save money. Okay. So this is the post. Trump just made this post. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do. Yeah, I thought, by the way,
He was okay with
I
that.
thought this was public information. Because even I knew that Trump was getting rid of the EV mandate. I thought he said it, and I'm pretty sure even he said it with Elon in the room.
He did. He said that with fucking Elon in the room, and now you're gonna go say that that's why he's all upset, and he's claiming that's not even it. We all know. I remember when everybody was rioting against Elon, saying that he wasn't going to, step down from looking and making these cuts, and he was getting his businesses torched. And Trump goes like, even though we have no bad blood, even though I'm cutting the EV, he said that himself. And we're still gonna come to this, like he just found out. What is going on? Why is Trump flipping the script on us?
Yeah, am I crazy? Yeah, I thought that's what it was. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Trump's
we were
lying.
all
Elon doesn't
here
give a fuck
for
about
it.
this? Well, I'm not sure. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised Biden didn't do it. So now he wants to terminate Elon's subsidies. I don't think that's a good idea either. Like, I feel like this is, you know, this isn't good for anybody. And Trump just said that Elon didn't know on TV. Well, I'm not sure, right? Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, crash out. Why not? Because I think Tesla and SpaceX provide a value to the public that's beneficial. And I think the government helping fund private business that operates in a way that's beneficial for the public is a good thing. That's the reason why. It's pretty simple. Like, I'm fine with government giving subsidies to any company as long as the company is doing something that's in the best interest of the public, right? Well, this is more of it. Let me see if there's any more.
Criticism that I've seen, and I'm sure you've seen, regarding Elon Musk and your big, beautiful bill. What's your reaction to that? Do you think it in any way hurts passage in the Senate, which, of course, what is you're seeking?
Well, look, you know, I've always liked Elon, and it's always very surprised. You saw the words he had for me, the words of, and he hasn't said anything about me that's bad. I'd rather have him criticize me than the bill, because the bill is incredible. It's the biggest cut in the history of our country. We've never cut. It's about 1.6 trillion in cuts. It's the biggest tax cut. You would say, people's taxes will go way down, but it's the biggest tax cut in history.
Not
it's
the tax cut
we are doing
you
things
promised
in that
us.
bill that are unbelievable. And when you look at what we're doing for small businesses, for people,
I think it was
for
like
middle-income people, all of the.
You said no taxes on 150,000 and up, or down and below. He said no taxes will be on those people. But here's what happened. We get a 12% tax cut. 12 fucking percent.
The things that we're doing, nobody's ever seen anything like it. And, you know, Elon's upset because we took the EV mandate, and, you know, which was a lot of money for electric vehicles. And
well, and Elon says that's not true, right? It's not about the mandate. Like, he says, let me see if I can find it real quick. Where did he say that?
It's not about the mandate, because when he was running, he said that. And on top of that, he can still sell electric cars. He's already doing good now, and he doesn't have a mandate.
This here. Fuck, where'd it go? And
oh yeah, when they were all in the courtyard, he said when Trump bought his first Tesla, he said, I won't make it for everybody has to do this. After he made that announcement, after Elon's businesses got torched.
I'm not sure exactly where it went. Such an obvious lie is so sad. Elon's wearing thin, asked him to leave. The EV mandate. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, he said that's not what happened, or that's not why he cared.
A hard time, the electric vehicles, and they want us to pay billions of dollars in subsidy. And, you know, Elon knew this from the beginning. He knew it for a long time ago. That's been in there. That's been, I would say, JD, that hasn't changed. That's been right from the beginning.
Yeah, so maybe that's not the reason why he's mad. Like, I mean, wouldn't that logically make sense that, like, if this thing that was there the whole time, and, like, I'm pretty sure Trump even, like, I don't know, maybe this is like a Mandela effect, but I remember Trump saying something about getting rid of a Biden or something like that EV mandate, and Elon was in the room at the same time.
Yes, I remember this.
Am I crazy? Like, I don't know if somebody can find this clip or find this video, but, like, I remember seeing this too. That happened. I think it happened.
I can probably find it.
The secretary, that hasn't changed at all, right from the beginning.
I know exactly where it's at.
Disturbed him. He wanted, and rightfully, you know, he recommended somebody from that he, I guess, knew very well. I'm sure he respected him, but to run NASA.
Trump buys the Tesla.
And I didn't think it was appropriate. And he happened to be a Democrat, like totally Democrat. And I say, you know, look, we won. We get certain privileges, and one of the privileges, we don't have to appoint a Democrat. NASA is very important. We have great people. General Kane is going to be picking somebody with our.
There's going to be a hard to find.
we'll be checking him out and seeing, but he wanted that person, a certain person, and we said no.
Yeah, what is this here? The EV mandate. The EV mandate is the Green New Deal, so he campaigned on ending it, and everyone knew it was ending. Yeah, I don't even. I don't know why.
And I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk.
Yeah.
And even with the black eye, I said, "Do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup." But he said, "No, I don't think so," which is interesting.
Somebody said that there was like him and like I think that Scott guy got in a fight over some bullshit. I honestly wish that we could bring back getting in fights in the Oval Office and getting in fights in Congress. Like everybody says like, oh, this makes them look bad. No, absolutely not. I totally disagree. I'm a big fan of getting in fights publicly over legislation. And the reason why is because if I have a congressman and I know that he's willing to throw down for me, he is willing to get in the arena and fucking fight it out for my money and my interests. All right. Okay, now we got somebody that gives a fuck, right? Fair point, yeah. Now he actually cares. You know they care.
And very nice. He wants to be who he is. So you
yeah,
can make that
anytime I see
statement too,
somebody
I guess.
fighting in Congress, I'm like, or anywhere in the world, I'm like, all right, this is a guy, this guy really means it.
Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore. I was surprised because you were here.
Here it
Everybody in
is,
this
from
room
the
practically
video.
was here as we had a wonderful send-off. He said wonderful things about me. You couldn't have nicer. Said the best things. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything.
Well, I don't think that really. Not fucking around. I don't think Elon is really criticizing Trump. He just says that the bill is bullshit and it has a bunch of stuff in it that it doesn't need. I do want to bring that up. Is that like? I mean, I feel like that's very different than him. Like, Elon's not criticizing Trump as a person. He's not saying Trump's a bad president. He's not saying that Trump is, like, bad. He's just saying the bill is bad. Like, I feel like these are two very different things.
And I am right about
whose side are you on?
Big, beautiful bill.
This is the side that I'm on. I think that it would have been better if Elon stayed in the government and kept auditing different parts of the government. I was disappointed that he left. I was hoping that he would stay in the government for all 4 years and cut out all the military overspending and everything. And I wish that he had gone through every single thing in the entire government and audited every single fucking person with a bunch of 22-year-old dick joke making, Lord of the Rings loving, fucking Zoomers. That's what I wanted him to do. I wanted him to be their reckoning. And that's what I was. Yes, he'll be back. Well, I hope so, right? And the thing is, because I always said they're doing USAID because I hope that they're going to, like you level up by killing low-level mobs in Night Rain. So that way, by the time you get to the Night Lord, and you're fully geared up and you're ready to fight him. Well, the Night Lord is called the Pentagon. And so I understood why this was happening, and I thought this was a smart idea. Like, okay, let's start small and build up. But it never materialized. It never happened. And so, like, that's why I was very frustrated. I'm like, well, and like, also, oh, he's only gonna stay here for 120 days. Who decided that? You did. Just change just say never mind. Just say, no, actually, we like things how they are. We're gonna keep doing them this way. What's the problem with this?
Right.
DM Elon about this? You know what the funny thing is? I bet he probably agrees with me. He probably does. He probably does. It's probably the exact way he feels about it. Yes. And anyway, Trump wanted to wanted him to get into power. That's all. Well, I don't know. I mean, again, like Elon is being critical of Trump. I mean, I don't think you're really like I don't know. It's just like, for example, when I read this, I don't think that this is really being critical of Trump. This is, and also like now, like Trump is the one, like Trump is the one that made it personal with this tweet, right? In my opinion.
Yeah.
Before this, Elon was just criticizing the bill. Like that's my opinion. Am I crazy for saying that? Did Elon go on stream? I mean, look, like he's gonna tweet out what he's gonna tweet out. I feel bad. I told them I was gonna have Like, I had that rat in my house, and then I had other shit. I still haven't gotten back to them with all the stuff for, like, X. I bet he's probably a little bit pissed off, right? And so, you know, like, that's it. And I probably, I don't want to message back until I have it done. But, yeah, hot take. What's this here? Epstein files are the hindrance to all progress. The Epstein files are the hindrance to all progress in the government. Honestly, I would believe that, right? And let's see here. Not saying Elon, the autism is wrong, but not Trump's. Well, no, I'm just saying in general, right? He hasn't tweeted anything else out. Let me see. Did he say anything? Anything else besides that? No, he hasn't. There's nothing else. And Trump said 10 months ago that he would remove the EV mandate. Yeah, I remember very distinctly watching this happen. But anyway, let me go back to the rest of it.
Yeah, I do too.
We call it a great, big, beautiful bill because that's what it is. And again, biggest tax cuts in history, biggest economic development moves anywhere. Yeah. We've never done anything like it. Business is spurred. And I don't know if you've seen the numbers, but the numbers came out. Even the CBO, which is run by Democrats, said that we're going to be doing, you know, I'd like you to discuss it, the 2.8 trillion that CBO, this is a group of people that are Democrats. They're very hostile to us. They just came out with phenomenal numbers, what it does. You want to mention that, Scott?
Yes, sir. So what we've seen is we keep hearing from the CBO that there's going to be a large deficit from the bill, which we disagree with, but using the CBO scoring, they came out and scored the tariff revenue. We think it'll be the minimum of $2.8 trillion over the 10-year window, which actually puts the bill in surplus if you include the tariff revenue, which they won't do.
It gives you a tremendous surplus, but we're not allowed to use that. For some reason, they say scoring. No.
I don't like this messaging. I don't. Because it's not about whether it creates a surplus or not. Like, for example, if the government is operating under a surplus with the bill, that doesn't mean that it's automatically good. Like, would you rather have a C on a test or an A on a test? You would obviously rather have an A on a test. Well, I mean, maybe, right? I mean, usually that's the case. And so, like, a B, right? Yeah, of course, right? So you'd rather have a higher grade. So it shouldn't be about whether, like, and also here's the thing is that this is what I think Elon should do, is that, like, this bill is public, right? Like, the public can read this bill. I'm pretty sure they can. He needs to find the pages and find the things that are part of this bill and then post them on social media, specifically what the problems are. And like you're saying, like, where's the pork? I don't know where the fucking pork is. 99.99999% of Americans will never read this fucking bill, but they will read a page of the bill. And if the page of the bill is put out there and the public sees that this bullshit is in the bill, then that will change people's opinions more than anything else. Because again, it's evidence and it's proof. That's what matters more than anything. Grok can analyze it? Well, no, because Grok isn't the one calling it pork. Elon is the one that's calling it pork. So he should be the one that's defining what he means by that and which parts of it are problematic and which parts aren't. You know, like, that's really what it is. I mean, I feel like that's clearly, like, Trump will twist it. Well, it's not about Trump twisting it or not. It's about it being, it's about the information being available to the public. You see what I'm saying? Which is totally beside the point. No, I think this is the point. The point is that, so whether the government makes more money or not, I don't think really matters all that much. Or sorry, is making money or losing money. I don't think it matters that much. What matters is if you're doing it in the most efficient way possible. You can win, but you should have won more. And whenever you, like, I mean, again, this is coming from somebody whose dad, I would get a 97 on a test, and my dad would ask me, what did you miss? Okay? So, like, I understand what, you know, like, taking an easy W. And it would always annoy me when he would do that. But at the same time, if you're missing points and you're not getting things right, then you're still not operating at efficiency. Is that my point? Yeah, I feel like that's it. Okay.
I like that analogy. Nailed it.
Give me a minute.
Wait, whoa.
Okay, let's see if this looks good. Okay, yeah, there we go. Perfect. You think I should just tweet it out? Okay. This seems like a problem. How about that? Tag Elon? No, he follows me. He'll see it. Yeah, no, it's fine. Let me see.
1,116 pages long. Standard paperback? Holy fuck.
Is this good? You guys like this?
Shit. I couldn't imagine.
Yes?
Someone
Okay,
passing
good.
a bill
And
like that.
you might get retweeted? Yeah. Let me see. And, wow. Okay,
I need to retweet
perfect.
that.
Yep, there we go. And I don't know. Like, I mean, somebody got to say it, right? I mean, shit. Time to drop the really big ball. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald Trump. Oh boy. And yeah, what an interesting day, guys. Crashing out? Yeah, I guess so. I am so glad that Elon made this tweet. Do you know why? Because I love accelerationism. And him saying that Trump is in the Epstein files will move us one step closer to them releasing the Epstein files to either contextualize that or respond to him. I'm a big fan of this. I think this is great.
This is going
Thank
good.
God.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do you honestly think if Trump was implicated in those files, the media and Democrats wouldn't have dropped that nuke? The reason why, so you bring up a very good point. If Trump was actually implicated in these files, why didn't the Democrats drop it? And do you want to know the reason why, I think? It's because they were implicated too. I think that they were both implicated, and the only reason that we're knowing about it, and this is also, like, I'm just making this up. Like, I'm guessing. Like, this is like a theory, okay? Is that they were all in on it. Elon Musk wasn't in on it because he wasn't really part of the government, and he's also younger than a lot of them, too. So it would have happened before, like, he really kind of came into prominence. And so he comes in there, and he sees this, and he's like, what the fuck? Maybe. But, like, and that's the most beneficial and the most generous towards Elon. Now, there could also be Elon Musk is exaggerating this in the same way that Trump is exaggerating, Trump is exaggerating the this bill, right? Or Elon getting mad about the bill because of this. So, like, they're both just, there's a good chance, again, they're both just making shit up about each other. Dude, if they don't release them after this, this is going to be, like, if they don't release them and they don't explain this, everybody is going to think Trump was actually on the island with, like, the underage girls and everything. I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he shouldn't have, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It's a record cut in expenses, $1.6 trillion, and the biggest tax cut ever given. If the bill doesn't pass, there'll be a 68% tax increase to make things far worse. I'm here to fix it. This puts our country on a path to greatness. Okay, so this is just whatever, right? This is the bill.
You just make a different
I
bill.
feel like the Epstein files are a bit more of a contentious topic now than the bill. Like, am I crazy for saying that? I think it's a bit more of a big deal. In light of the president's statement about cancellation of a government contract, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. Is Elon spiraling out? What is it? Let me just look it up. I'll look it up right now. What is the Dragon spacecraft SpaceX? The Dragon, is it for purpose and variance? Cargo Dragon, or Cargo Dragon. Key feature, missions. Significance, first commercially built spacecraft. The Dragon marked the first commercially built spacecraft to service the ISS. Oh, man.
Vehicle.
Oh, boy. Basically handicapping NASA. Yeah, I do think that this makes Elon look bad. I do. I think this makes him look bad because, again, how's this real right now? Yeah, especially because, like, this is, again, like, people are going to view this and see this as, like, Elon, what do you call it? Like, they're going to view it as, like, him putting people at risk and not wanting to help, like, the astronauts because of some personal, like, issue. That's what I think people are going to see this as. It's going to seem like it's a petty thing. I don't think they're gonna begin decommissioning. Yeah, I hope this doesn't actually happen, right? And we'll have to wait and see, though.
Jeez. That shit is crazy. Speaking of the Epstein,
Trump once described Elon Musk as his first buddy. So why has the billionaire made unsubstantiated claims that the US president appears in files relating to pedophile Jeffrey Epstein? There's been a lot going on in the past hour, and we've approached the White House for comment. Let's just try to start from the beginning. This is what Donald Trump said in the Oval Office this afternoon. Have a listen.
He knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody. And he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh on tape, he said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next. But I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot.
That was Donald Trump this afternoon. Let's bring in our US correspondent, Mark Stone. I mean, Mark, these statements, these tweets, or, on Truth Social and X, have just been quite something in the last hour or so.
Yeah, this is utterly extraordinary. The wheels have firmly come off this relationship. We've all been wondering when it would happen, but I don't think anyone expected it to spiral quite so quickly.
I actually, like, when I thought that there was going to be a Trump and Elon crash out, I never thought that they would bring up the Epstein files. Like, that is like a fucking nuclear weapon. That is crazy to say.
Try and break it down for you. So it was last week on Friday that the two appeared with a very fond farewell, so it seemed, in the Oval Office. Elon Musk had come to the end of his 130 days serving in the White House, and he was saying goodbye. It all looked pretty good. But as soon as he left office, he started to complain about Donald Trump's so-called big, beautiful bill. This is a spending bill that Donald Trump is trying to push through Congress. It would, says Elon Musk, raise the government and the country's debt massively. And so he started spouting off about that bill on social media. The first opportunity we got to question Donald Trump on his views of what his old pal Elon Musk was now saying about his spending bill was today when Trump was in the Oval Office with the German Chancellor. You heard there what Trump said about Elon Musk. To which Elon Musk first replied online on Twitter, of course. He said, whatever, keep the EV solar incentive cuts in the bill, even though no oil and gas...
Somebody says Trump hid the Epstein files at Mar-a-Lago. That's why he refused to give the files back, because they incriminate him personally. Elon will expose this further very soon. Ooh. Okay. Then I want to see it. That sounds great. That's a great guess. Let's see it.
That he's touched. And then he says, even in the entire history of civilization, there's never been legislation that's both big and beautiful. Everyone knows it. Then the wheels began to come off because Musk carried on by saying, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. So it was looking like the wheels were coming off.
Yeah, I mean, that really, like, that's like saying something like that, that's definitely an aggro dialogue, 100% it is.
Yeah, that's aggro as fuck.
It's all just speculation and someone confirms or shows the proof. Well, like, I mean, there is clearly not enough definitive proof to be absolutely certain that Trump was involved with Jeffrey Epstein to a degree that he should be charged as being a pedo or anything like that. Like, I'm aware of the public evidence, but Elon is suggesting that the Epstein files that are not released create more evidence for that. So when I hear people giving me more public information about this, that's nice, but that's not what he's talking about.
gratitude.
We don't know yet. Yeah, we don't know.
So said Elon Musk. Trump then replied with something that Musk clearly took as quite incendiary. Trump said the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden did not do it. And then Musk, first of all, put something on X, effectively musing over whether it was time to start a new political party that represents the 80% in the middle.
Elon thought he was owed something? Yeah, I mean, I think doing somebody a favor and then expecting them to do something back for you, that almost always creates problems.
Then the kicker, that extraordinary allegation from Elon Musk, where he says, time to drop the really big bomb. Real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Now, Sky News has approached the White House for comment. I imagine pretty much every other news organization in the world will have done the same. As I speak, there is no response from the White House yet. Jeffrey Epstein, of course, died in prison in 2019. He was serving time for sexual assault and the trafficking of minors. We know that Donald Trump and Elon Musk knew each other. They were socially acquainted in the 1990s, in the 2000s as well, as indeed many people were with Jeffrey Epstein. He was a socialite
I think he meant to say that Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein knew each other.
York for many, many years. But, I mean, this is extraordinary. You may ask, Yalda, why does it matter? Well, we have the America's most consequential president now up against the world's richest man. These two people working together hold massive, massive political and financial clout, and we have seen how that political and financial clout married has upended American politics through the election campaign into this second term. But working separately, working apart, working against each other, it could be equally consequential. We await with some amazement to see how Donald Trump responds to these extraordinary allegations that Elon Musk is now making.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't imagine Donald Trump won't be responding. He doesn't like to be personally attacked in this way. Mark, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's like, what are the odds that he's not going to say anything? People said that he deleted all of his tweets. There's no way he deleted all of his tweets. No, he didn't. What are you talking about? Why are people saying that? Absolutely not. Yeah, dude, for a minute there, you got me. No, I don't think so. People hate on Elon for this, but anyone he backs will be the next president. I don't know about that. I mean, like, here's what I think. I think that, honestly, like, Elon Musk did help Trump get elected. Now, without Elon Musk, would Trump have been elected? I think that probably, if... I don't know, actually. But I wouldn't say for sure. I wouldn't be, like, 100% certain one way or another. So, let me look at this here. And would Kamala have won if he backed her instead? I'm just not sure. I mean, I feel like, again, him buying Twitter was what really made things happen and not anything else besides that. But let me see if there's any more information about this or anything else. But I feel like this has been pretty much it, right? And MAGA's collapsing. Yeah, there it is. And 1992 Trump party with Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just going to leave this here. Yeah, this is going to be nuts, man. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, it's a multiplier effect? Yeah, I think so too. Do you think they're on the phone talking now? As I said, I feel like this is so bad that there's no way that either, like, one of them has to come out of this looking really bad. Either Trump comes out of this looking really bad that he's hiding the Epstein files because he's in it, or Elon Musk comes out of this really bad because he made a claim that he can't prove. Well, at least one, okay? Let me just say that, at least one.
Yeah, here's the thing. Yeah. Yep. It's gonna... Trump ain't getting his third year.
After Epstein was found guilty, Trump banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, but, like, I don't know. I mean, do you really think that Trump didn't know anything about it before then? I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I can't imagine that he didn't know a single thing about it. Does that mean that everyone who talked to Diddy is an oiler too? No, but a lot of people are. Like, for example... Like, I mean, whenever, like, let's think about Diddy as an example, right? You think about Diddy. What about, like, Leonardo DiCaprio? What
They all
about
knew it.
like Usher, for example? And I think that would be a better comparison because like it's not like Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were like just acquaintances. They were close friends. Jeffrey Epstein, as people said like Trump was like his best friend. So it's not like this is like a random person that's just like an acquaintance that you took a photo with a couple of years ago, right? This is somebody that you knew very, very well, but you're avoiding facts. Trump took action, which a normal person would do the same. Yes, no, but like, what do you mean I'm avoiding facts? You're telling me that Trump banning a guy that was like a convicted, like weird sex trafficker this is somehow like he's 100% right for this or 100% good for this? I don't think that's the case at all. No, like I think that you need more than that. And also, again, like I'm just being, I am giving, this is my opinion, okay? I'm going to give my opinion. I don't know this is true. I have no certainty whether this is true, but this is what my opinion is. I think Trump knew. I think he at least had an idea before the accusations were out. Now, maybe Trump had an idea, but he didn't act on it. And so whenever he got convicted, Trump said, oh, okay, well, now I'm sure, and we're going to get rid of this guy. But I don't know that. How could you know that? Yeah, how could I possibly know that? But I'm just guessing. I'll see if there's any more information about this at all. I'm so frustrated that there's not more information. I'm actually so mad right now because there's so much that like I want to see come out about this. And like, as I said, I'm very happy this is happening because I think this is going to get the Epstein files released, which is something I've wanted for a very, very long time. Like, I personally think that a lot of these bad actors are in the government, but I don't know really how bad or how extreme it really is. But I'll look at this maybe for like a little bit longer, but I feel like this is pretty much, I don't know if there's anything else that's really going to happen with this today, but we'll find out. What kind of weird opinion banning Epstein with proof of innocence? Will retard think that if you were involved, you'd want a distance? If you weren't involved, you'd want a distance. Like, of course you're going to, like, no, that doesn't make any sense to me at all. Like, if I had like an event, right? Or I had like a party or like an area that people go to, and I found out that this guy that I knew was like a convicted like weirdo or something like that, then I would want him removed whether I was involved or not. Because it would make me look bad if this guy that was a convicted weirdo is in my space. I mean, obviously, right? Duh, of course that makes sense. Yeah, so like I don't think it really proves anything because I feel like any rational person would do the same thing in both cases. Doesn't this put Democrats in a spotlight and demand to release the files? Because if they don't, it makes them look bad, especially since they didn't release them with the last administration. Well, and that's also very weird, is that Elon Musk saying like, oh, well, Donald Trump doesn't want to release them. You know, again, I already went through this, right? The only explanation for that is because Democrats are in them too. That's the only way that it can make sense to me. Everyone knew it, didn't say anything. I've known this forever. It's a whole underground operation. Maybe, you know. Would Trump not be exposed during Biden administration about the Epstein files? I think, again, the reason why is because people in the Biden administration and people at least that were pulling the strings in the Biden administration were also implicated in those as well. But then I ask myself the question, if that's the case, well, then why didn't you just release them and then redact that part and take it out? Because they're the ones, like, let's say they can put this information out there however they want. And there's no way that we can cross-reference it and make sure that they're telling the truth. So why wouldn't they just cut out the part that's incriminating for themselves and then release the other part that's incriminating for the other party?
That's what I'm
why
thinking.
would that not happen? To
That's
blackmail
true.
people? I don't know. Like, do you see how this is all so confusing for me? Because there's something about this thing. None of this makes sense to me. It doesn't. And I'm very frustrated because I can't make sense out of any of this. They both agreed to not release it. Yeah, why wouldn't they handle this privately? I mean, like, you could say that about anything. So I think it's there are people involved who won't let more lies. It's because both parties know about it. I can see how this is confusing for you. Yeah, there's something about this that just does not make sense. Who held the files during the Biden administration? If it was some weirdo, then maybe someone would held it from within. But, like, the fact that that happened, like, how did you let that happen? Like, this is, like, one of the most consequential and important things out there, and you just didn't say anything or do anything about it? I mean, I don't know, guys. I feel like that's kind of a big deal. You just kind of let that one go. There's literally a court document of Jane Doe versus Trump who was introduced to him by Epstein. I can link it. Do you want me to repeat the same thing I've said 50 times? Do I think that he was probably involved, but I don't think there's enough evidence to prove it conclusively? That's my viewpoint. That's clearly my viewpoint. I've said this 50 times. Like, yeah, all of this stuff is public. Yeah. Yeah, it might be very reassuring for you to tell yourself that these are all really smart people and everything's going according to plan. But what I actually think that's happening is that there's a house that's on fire and there's a bunch of monkeys with gasoline, and they just keep putting the fire out with gasoline. I think that, yes, these people are smart, but that doesn't mean that they're immune to making mistakes and doing things that are childish. One thing that I've noticed a lot is that when a person seems like they're a smart person, that in some cases it's true, but usually intelligence is not all encompassing. So you can have a lot of people that are really, you know, like you could say book smart, but not street smart. You know, they have like very bad social skills, but they're very good at math. So I think that it's not some elaborate ploy. There's no, you know, 5-dimensional chess being played here. There's nothing. It's just simply Elon Musk leaving the government, feeling like he wasn't able to do enough, and that's it.
Yeah. Could go either way.
We will look at the Tectone ban.
Look where we're at once again. Yep.
Bro, he already switched sides. He's even got the kick keyboard now. Holy shit. That took, what did that take, like 5 minutes?
You read the title right. I have been banned for the 3rd time in about 60 days. This one looks like it's going to be my longest ban yet. Yes, it looks like I will be banned for 7 long days on Twitch. Will they let me appeal it? I don't know, but I assure you when I tell you why I've gotten banned, man, I bet you're going to think, wow, that's completely justified. Wow, that really makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely won't be hypocritical and preferential treatment towards people on the far left once again. Yes, if you want to do me a favor, I will be streaming every single day at 9 a.m. CST on YouTube and Kick. Kick especially, I'm going to be linking in my description. And
yeah, he saw that revenue payout from me. Yeah, of course.
A follow on that stream would be genuinely incredibly helpful, as well as tune into the YouTube live stream. And the most important thing, please subscribe to my channel and turn the bell on for all notifications. This has been the most successful past 75 days of my career ever. I have gained over 80,000 subscribers in a short 70 days. I am upcoming on 900,000, and you know what comes next? 1 million. It's been a dream of mine for over 7 million to eventually hit that number, and it's crazy because I think it actually might finally be attainable. For 7 years, I've been trying to get this.
Look how fat he is. Oh my God. Jesus.
And it's thanks to a lot of people like Asmongold who shouted out my Kick channel, and I gained 8,000 follows in 5 minutes, which was insane.
What?
Hasanabi for being a perpetual dumbass and allowing me to farm him for the past 3 weeks and gaining over, I think I've gained about 25,000 subs off of just Hassan content alone, which really isn't that much, but it still is quite nice.
Sure.
And most importantly, just the overall perpetual cycle of retards on the internet that I get to make content of every single day. Because here at twitch.tv/Techdown, youtube.com/Techdown, kick.com/Techdown, we make a living off of making fun of dumb people. It's great. Now, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Please like the video, please leave a comment, and share this with your friends. And by the way, if you are a streamer reacting to this or a YouTuber reacting to this, I fully consent to this, and I greatly encourage it. And I really appreciate you sharing
what a nice guy.
on the absolute hypocrisy of Twitch. Now, with all that plugging out of the way, the sheer stupidity of this all is truly mind-boggling. So I want to walk you through the first time I ever got warned. So to remind you guys, the first time I ever got banned was me saying that Denim's only good content was on her OnlyFans and nobody should consider her worth listening to. Which, you know, to be honest, it was a little bit mean, but where's the lie? The second time I got banned was, and this one, I believe it was the second or the third. I'm trying to remember. The first time I ever got banned, I believe, was...
I didn't know he got suspended for that.
For telling a Twitch chatter to kill themselves. Which, to be completely honest, that was completely justified. I was reacting to anime. I told them to put a shotgun in their mouth and kill themselves. And to be fair, totally reasonable. I absolutely wear that wear that ban as a badge of dishonor because I went over the deep end that day. I was very grumpy, to be fair. And I had a really big tummy ache too, but I have not ever told a chatter to kill themselves since then. I have learned from my mistake. Now, the next time I got banned was me calling everybody's favorite streamer, Frogan, fat. Now, I want to remind you that Frogan is roughly 5'2" and roughly 300 pounds. So I got banned for a descriptor. I called Frogan fat. I get banned for 2 weeks. It gets appealed down to 2 days and 18 hours, roughly.
Sure.
And by the way, this is after her saying that all American soldiers deserve PTSD, and as well as America deserve 9/11. Yes.
I think that was Hassan that said that, but the PTSD, and she never got in trouble for that either.
Oh, by the way, she didn't get banned for that. Now, let's talk about why I got banned this time.
Okay, here we go.
It's actually due to 2 streamers.
Here we go.
Not 1, but 2. And this is great. So, here it is. 7-day suspension for sexual requests, graphic or derogatory sexual statements, or unwanted sexual content. And you might be wondering, oh, techie, what did you do this time?
Right.
Well, there are 2 streamers who have been really talking about me for months. Actually, what's crazy is talking about me for years.
What?
And their names are Denims and Minx. Yep. Oh, man. You know where this is going, guys.
Uh-oh.
So this is a whole clip of Denims mocking my trauma about worrying about my father when I told a story about how when he was deployed, he got his legs, the skin of his legs completely blown off, as well as his ear cut off in the war. And her laughing in my fucking face and saying that he fucking deserved it, and that I probably made up the entire story.
They fucking deserve
That's
it.
the first clip. Here's the second one.
Why would
this is Denims calling me a...
First off, you don't respect the military? Ooh, buddy. You don't respect soldiers? Get him out of here. They did it. His father did a duty for our country. Risked his life. You're gonna laugh at that?
Sexual predator on Kick. Very fun. To a total of time of recording, 47,000 people. But if we go further, it actually reached 1 million people. And trust me,
that's a lot to say.
That's fucked
Denims
up.
and I have a very shady history because I don't know why. This woman is absolutely obsessed with me. Now, here is Denims once again.
Yeah, it was weird. Denims was in Austin, and she was hanging out with other people, but she never wanted to hang out with me. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. What could possibly be the reason?
Calling me a rapist and saying I can't sue her because it's not defamation, because in her words, I did that shit.
Denims, wait, what?
The reason Tectone can't sue me is because he did that shit.
And there's a whole bunch of other goodies in that clip. Yes.
Okay, so so here's what's so stupid about this is that if she's calling him a rapist and a sex pest, even if it is true, she doesn't know that. She has no information on that. She has no insight into this. She doesn't have any fucking idea. She's just saying this randomly.
What a fucking...
I want to let you know that this woman is so obsessed with harassing me that she is now at the point where she knows that she might need lawyers.
And that's also another good point. Like, whenever you're having a conversation with your chat about whether it's defamation or not, I think that there's maybe you should think twice about why you're doing that.
In the very near future for slandering my name and defaming me on a daily basis. Yes. A woman who has gone live and attempted to call me a criminal, call me a rapist, tell me my father deserved to have his legs blown off and his ears cut off, which, by the way, she also calls my father a rapist as well, which is crazy because if you look into the court documents, the only thing that happened, there was no rape whatsoever. So once again, also lying on the truth. I've also shown documents of that on my Twitter. And the other woman is another woman. Minx, known alcoholic, known drug abuser.
Tectone has... Gentlemen, I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna just say what happened that day. So Tectone was getting invited. I don't know. Maybe people might not like this. That's too bad. I'm saying it anyway. So this was a few years ago, and this is the first day I actually met Tectone. Second time, actually, I met Tectone. And we were doing his stream for him joining OTK for the first time. And so we were over at Miz's house. Everybody was there. S-Fan was there. I was there. Minx was there. Milena was there. Miz was there. Everybody was there. Nick was there. And so we had a big event, and Tectone was getting announced. And during this event, Minx decided to start drinking. And I like Minx. I've had nothing but positive interactions with Minx. I've talked to her privately. I've hung out with her in real life, not for a very long period of time, but for a bit. I've had no issues with her at all. But I think that she would agree with me when I say that her and alcohol probably don't go very well. And so she was wilding out, going crazy at this live stream. She was going ape shit on this live stream. She was on the floor, and then Milena was giving her more drinks as well. S-Fan gets really upset about this, and he gets mad, and then he makes a scene out of it, which, to be fair, S-Fan was right. It was insane that it was happening. And basically, Minx, I'm just going to say it, Minx ruined Tectone's announcement video. She did, because at the end of it, on fucking LSF, the only thread that was there wasn't even about Tectone. It was about Minx getting drunk as fuck at the event. And then, it gets even better than that. So I know, maybe I shouldn't say this. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. This was an instrumental domino in us losing our sponsorship with Chipotle. We had a Chipotle sponsorship, and we lost it, and this was one of the reasons why.
Free Chipotle for life, and he's pissed. Yo, not his Chipotle dog. He secured the bag. Fucking secured the bag, and they fucked it up.
I was so mad. And it's also like, by the way, yes, Minx. No, I'm not going to blame Minx for everything, right? I'm not saying that.
I blame Minx.
I'm just saying there's a reason why Tectone has a vendetta against Minx. As I said before, Minx, so I went over, because she was staying at S-Fan's house for a while, and she had these two black cats. And one of these black cats was just the most, she had to, hand feed this thing. She's, hand feeding it. And she's bringing it around on a pillow. This cat is like a reincarnation of the Buddha, right? She's hand feeding this cat. And Larry, is it Larry? I don't know if it's Larry or not. I don't remember the name. And I'm just watching this happen. And I'm like, oh my God, this cat owns her. And it's it was kind of cute, right? It was a nice cat. I petted the cat. And, I've had only good relationships with Minx. Everything's been fine. As I said before, I don't have problems with people. But from Tectone's perspective, she absolutely stole the spotlight away from Tectone joining OTK. And that event had so much drama because of Minx. That's what happened. I just gotta say. This drama is so fucking stupid. Streamers aren't real people. No, yes, real people are worse. Real people are absolutely worse. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Drunk Minx equals harassment 3 years later? Well, no, I'm just saying, I'm giving a background on this because I thought it was a funny story to tell.
Known Schizo goes live on Twitter and says, reminder, Tectone's dad is a rapist, and that I also have sexually assaulted 2 women, according to her.
Hold up.
Another woman who is accusing me of 2 women.
Who was there and got an anime tattoo to feel better after sexually assaulting and degrading his past 2 partners. That's a very big accusation. That's wow. That's a lot to say.
That's very odd.
According to her, another woman who is accusing me of crimes. Oh, and trust me, this woman is so deranged, she believes that she's lived with me.
Thought she was over at S-Fans.
I want to remind you, I have met Minx 1 time at the OTK Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, where I joined OTK.
So
He's
at the
not-
time,
So was she just so drunk that she's talking about S-Fan and not him? Because that's what it's sounding like.
So Tectone had to move to Austin in order to join, right? And when he did so, that's whenever he borrowed all the money from Miz, and like this is all very well known. And this is when he was still dating his wife at the time, Freem, and him and Freem are living together. So yeah, Tectone, as far as I know, never lived with Minx. He's dating his wife. Yeah, isn't that gay? No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know.
Met her one time. Since then, I have lived with minimum a partner, a wife, or a roommate, or a girlfriend.
You look so uncomfortable on the couch where she wears a chicken costume on the floor. Honestly, after that stream, I hung out with Minx for a while off stream, and everything was fine, and there were no issues. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't like. Again, this is another like. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like every interaction that I have with people is never bad. I never have bad interactions with people. Isn't that interesting?
Throughout my entirety of living here, never once have I lived by myself. I have always had someone living with me the entire time I've been down in Austin. And this woman is so deranged that she thinks that I lived with her. Now, I don't know what
I don't think
gorgeous bald man with a beautiful beard she must be having sex with on a daily basis in her STD-ridden pussy to think that it's me. But I assure you, I have never lived with this woman. I don't even know this woman outside of a one-time interaction where there was 50 other streamers there. Now, you might be wondering, why did I get banned for 7 days on twitch.tv/Tectone? Why did Twitch deem me worthy of a 7-day ban? Because I called them whores. Yep, I called 2 women with OnlyFans whores, which
I think that if he did this without it being without them attacking him, I would support Twitch banning him and say that it was fair. But these are 2 people who have antagonized Tectone and made claims and insults about him multiple times. And I think at that point, if you enter into the arena of insults and attacks, you need to expect to get it back. That's it. So it's like if somebody's talking shit and then you talk shit back, yes, they have flagged for PvP. How is Tectone getting a dishonorable kill when they were the ones that flagged for PvP in the first place? It's not fair. That's bullshit.
Is, by the way,
they
by
initiated
definition,
the fight.
A factual statement. OnlyFans girls who are sex workers are prostitutes. Prostitutes are whores. Whores are prostitutes. Prostitutes are sex workers. I got banned for 2 weeks for calling a fat person fat. I got banned for 7 days for calling a whore a whore. And now, I'm sorry if that terminology upsets you, but the problem is that doesn't make it any less true.
I don't even think that that's the point. I mean, if they want to, even if you want to say that it's degrading for him to say that, they both should have gotten banned. There is a world where one person gets banned. There's a world where neither of them get banned, and there's a world where both of them get banned. But there should not be a world where one of them gets banned. That's outrageous.
Exactly.
It's the double standards.
And the reality...
This guy thinks he's the bald Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is bald. But Andrew Tate's already bald. Wait, what? Have you seen a picture of it? What an idiot.
He is, when I go live and I tell the truth and I get banned for 7 days, and then you have these same women where I am only calling that out of defense. I'm only calling them that out of defense because they have provoked me by accusing me of crimes that I have not committed.
Yeah, and it's like also like, I mean, let's just ask the question, right? What's worse, calling somebody a whore or calling somebody a rapist? Everybody knows it's a rapist. That's obviously the worst one. It's the worst by 1,000,000 times. It's not even remotely close. It's defamation. It's completely indefensible, right? And so, yes, absolutely. And so, like, there's this, again, it's a massive inversion of logic here. Total inversion of logic. Double standards? Yeah.
Going in on allegations that went fucking nowhere almost a year ago now.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty reasonable if I call them a name or two. So I want to let you guys all know this.
No, it's simple. If somebody calls you a name, you get to call them a name. That's the way it works. If you flag for PvP, you can't be surprised when somebody else attacks you back. That's the way it is. If you want to throw eggs at people, don't be surprised if they throw a rock back at you. You don't like it? Don't throw any eggs.
This is the same website where Hassan calls me a rapist, where Hassan calls Nuxtaku a pedophile, who calls Mudahar a pedophile, who calls Asmongold a pedophile and a
he got a lot of these.
Mother killer. Bringing up Asmongold's dead mother. No ban. No punishment.
No, I never
Mike
reported them.
from PA calls me a pedophile.
I think that Mike from PA, I think Hassan is paying Mike. Because compared to Mike, Hassan is reasonable. Mike is insane. It's like basically like he's so bad. It's like a target dummy, you know? Like Hassan's got to be paying this guy to be like, well, you know, you can't get mad at Hassan because look at Mike. I mean, geez. Mike has his own minions paying? Yeah, I don't know. Do the girls say that on stream or just Twitter? So you're asking the question, did the girls say that on stream or just on Twitter? That actually doesn't matter. So you bring up a good point, and I think this is something that people would ask, so I want to address this question. Twitch has a rule on off-platform behavior, and what that means is that if you harass another creator or you say something off-platform, you can still be held accountable for it on the platform. So it shouldn't matter, and it doesn't matter whether they said it on Twitch or on Twitter. They still said it. And this was a policy that they implemented about 5 years ago. So this distinction doesn't mean anything.
Calls Nuxtaku a pedophile. Calls Asmongold a pedophile. Calls him a murderer. No ban. Calls for the death of Asmongold. No ban. Denims, who is also called for the death of Asmongold. No ban. Hassan, who has radicalized his audience to supporting terrorism.
We need to fucking put these people in jail.
Frogan, who supported 9/11. No ban. I call an OnlyFans girl a whore after she called me a rapist. A career-ending, life-ending accusation.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Like, calling somebody that, I mean, again, like, we just got done talking about this with Donald and Elon, right? Like, this is this is a nuclear weapon. Like, you don't, like, there's like maybe 3 things, like, actually probably, like, doing weird stuff with kids is, like, the only thing that's worse than that on the tier list. And fuck, half of them do that too. Because, how close, be honest, how close you are to a streamers union? Well, we don't need any of that. Yeah, the N-word? No, the N-word is not even remotely close. Somebody getting exposed for using the N-word, nobody cares about that compared to being a rapist or a weirdo with, like, kids. Like, it's a mountain and a molehill. Like, yeah, obviously it's bad that, like, somebody's using that. And, like, yeah, sure, right? I mean, people aren't going to like it. But I don't see why it's bad to say nuclear. Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, what? I mean, it's literally, like, I feel like we should have more nuclear power plants.
They get no punishment. I get 7 days. Do we get why this is a problem now?
Yeah.
Do we understand why this is bad? And sure, could you make the argument, well, he deserved it? Sure.
So did they. That's fine. And that's the thing, is like, and a little bit of fact checking. I don't think that Frogan ever said explicitly that she supported 9/11. And I don't know if Mike from PA or Denims ever put out a hit on me personally, but they did on other people instead. Which is like, again, this is a fucking, you know, am actually thing, right? But like, it is slightly different. She did. She did not. She did not do that to me. She didn't. I had to deal with the FBI on this. I looked through it. This is not, it's just not true. It was about Mark Kern. It was not about me. It's just simply not. Like, I look, I think Denims does a number of things that are reprehensible. Oh, 9/11 she did? Oh, really? I didn't see that. I never saw that. Let's make a 9/11 cake? I don't care. I don't think that means that you endorse 9/11. Like, it's something I would have done as an edgy boy. Yeah, that's not enough for me. It's not brand friendly, and it's bad. And, like, it's making fun of a tragedy, for sure. I mean, look, I am, again, I'm the most honest, the most humble, the most authentic, the most pro-feminist, the most pro-LGBT, the most pro-trans, the most open streamer, right? Everybody knows this. But I'm just trying to be honest. I'm just trying to keep it real. That's it.
But Twitch, I wouldn't have to make these comments if you guys would do your fucking job.
Yeah.
If you guys were to ban people equally and fairly when they cross the line,
yes,
then I wouldn't think that I can do the same thing as the rest of these fucking people. I suppose I'm a martyr.
That's true. He's not a martyr.
I love it. So yeah. This is the way I see it too, right? Is that
people are gonna still get away with it.
There is very obviously a two-tier system on Twitch where certain people are held accountable for their behavior and other people are not.
Aren't.
This will cost Twitch a lot in the long run, and it will make people not trust Twitch's moderation, and it will make people want to go to different platforms because they don't trust that Twitch will treat them fairly.
I suppose I can once again get punished for the wrongdoings of everybody else, and maybe that will put the fear in them to get their act together.
Right.
But it won't, because these people know they can get away with these misdeeds, with these malpractices, because you don't enforce your TOS fairly.
They don't.
You do not enforce your TOS equally. And this is why I will be streaming on Kick and YouTube every single.
And how many times have we seen this happen where somebody does it like Hassan? Literally got himself banned for a day because he was supporting terrorists. A day ban. Like, it's so crazy. These guys, Twitch really doesn't give a fuck.
Fucking day during this ban. Again.
Smart.
This is pathetic rat fuck behavior. And Twitch, I would like to let you know now, 24 hours ago, I have already recruited over 55 streamers to stream on YouTube and Kick. It has now been 72 hours, and I have now recruited over 110 creators to stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick.
He's building Dumbledore's army.
Oh, let's go.
Bro.
Let's fucking go.
Bro, it's over for Twitch. It's fucking over.
Yo, I'm about to switch. Boys.
Oh, shit.
This is not a good look for you guys. This is a horrible look. You should be ashamed.
It is
because
embarrassing.
You know this shit is unfair. You know this shit is bullshit. And you can't have a TOS where you do not enforce it equally amongst all creators.
They won't even come out and say anything about it after
sued.
all this shit.
And now you guys know that these people in a court of law.
It's actually not true. It's another reason why they're getting sued. There's multiple reasons why they're getting sued.
Use me as an example of you guys unfairly, once again, misusing your TOS. I call these women a name as an insult when they are giving me life-ending, career-threatening allegations and accusations.
Exactly. Yeah, it's totally disproportionate and distorted. That Tectone calls somebody a whore, which I don't support. Like, I don't call girls. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
That's
Stop.
I don't Well, okay, I do, but like, okay, I don't do it
on stream.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, you do. All right.
Anyway, like, it's you know how it is.
This is the reason why so many male creators have disappeared over false allegations. You guys need to take this shit seriously. It's pathetic.
Yeah, calling somebody a rapist is just, you shouldn't be able to do that on Twitch without any evidence or anything like that. That's an insane thing to say. And there's just no world where calling somebody a rapist with unsubstantiated claims is in any capacity not worse than calling someone a whore. It's not even remote. It's not even 1% of the career of like the damage that it does to a person's career.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if you're a whore, you go back to work. If you're a rapist, you go to jail.
And you guys should be ashamed. Now, I'm going to be over here on YouTube and Kick making way more fucking money than I ever made on your platform, regardless. And Twitch, I want to let you know, in 3 days, I have now made more money on Kick than I made in a month on streaming on Twitch.
Wow, it took him 3 days. It only took me 2.
About the money that I'm losing off of Twitch at all. I don't need it. I'm a multimillionaire. However,
damn.
Just understand, I'm not going away. And in 7 days, I will come back. And I will continue to showcase the hypocrisy and the blatant abuse of power being used by your moderation team that is treating your streamers like shit unfairly, besides the one you like. You should be ashamed. The best way to get revenge if you are upset on Twitch right now is to share this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and be there every single time I go live, so I can be a constant reminder of how this platform keeps on getting fucking worse. What a fucking joke. May God have mercy on your soul. Have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day. How nice. What a good guy. And so anyway, yeah, no, I agree with him, right? I do. I think it's completely distorted and disproportionate that Tectone gets held accountable for this type of stuff. I'll give you guys I'll link it to you guys. Obviously, like, this video, like, massively blew up. Tons of people are supporting it. And I'm really not that surprised either.
I don't know what to say. That shit always happens too. Doesn't matter if it's on stream, off stream, man. Girls are always quick to play that card for no reason. Get mad. This is their ace in the hole. Fuck you over, I guess. We don't make girls mad.
Doesn't even look like America.
It's another California crash out. I know, it's been a whole day since the last one, but it's happened again.
Another crash out?
I gotta do something. Because this house, bro, like, I was going through everything yesterday, and I was having, like, a fucking like, I just want y'all, I want to take you guys through what happened yesterday, all right? So as soon as I end my stream, I do the usual. I go outside, I go for a walk, and, you know, I'm just walking around doing stuff, exercising a little bit. I come back in the house, and I realize, oh my God, this house smells like fucking shit. And so, not shit, I wish it smelled like shit. It'd be better than it smelling like a dead animal. And so, it smells like fucking garbage. So I go to my dad's house, and I'm, like, complaining to him about it for, like, fucking an hour. And then I finally go, and I come back home, I eat my food, and I play Tainted Grail Avalon, which honestly, you know, the world in that game is cleaner than my fucking house. And then I fall asleep on the floor. I wake up at about 4 in the morning, and I realize that the only thing that I can taste and smell is dead animal. And so I'm like, this is 4 in the fucking morning. So I go downstairs, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I can't even go to fucking sleep because of this fucking smell. And so it's bothering me so much, so fucking nasty. So I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, fuck this. It's 4:30 in the morning, by the way. 4:20, 4:10 in the morning. I get up, I put on my clothes, and I go into the fucking attic, and I'm in that fucking attic. This is the attic, by the way, I fell through the ceiling in. I'm in the attic. It's 4:20 in the morning, right? I'm not even kidding. Going through this shit, trying to find this fucking animal. And I'm literally, and I'm there for an hour and a half. And it's so bad, I'm sweaty. I'm fucking, like, there's dirt all over me. And at the end of it, it was so bad this is how you know it's desperate, okay? This is how you know it's really, really serious. I took a shower. Like, I had to take a fucking shower. Like, it was so fucking disgusting. And so I went and I took a shower, and then I finally went to sleep. Oh, actually, after that, I went and I got orange citrus spray, and I sprayed it all around the house. So now it smells like an orange rat died, which is slightly better, right? And that's it. And then I did not find it. I made literally zero progress. Fucking zero progress. And then I messaged somebody, and I'm like, listen, we got to get this done. Somebody got to something's got to happen here, or I'm going to fucking die. Like, that's it, man. And so anyway, so my dad is even saying, he's like, you've got a moldy carpet, you've got mold all over the house, you were sleeping with moldy pillows, you've got dirt everywhere, there was like a fucking bugs, there's the dead animals, everything. He's like, I don't know how you're alive. Like, I don't know how you're breathing. How are you able to breathe? And I'm gonna be honest, it's been difficult the past day or so. So I'm trying to get this shit solved, man. I really am. I'm losing my fucking mind, man. I'm losing my goddamn fucking mind. And so yes, and no mere mortal. And no, and to be honest, like after all of this, I still wake up and I still go live. So whenever I hear some pussy ass bitch, some crying baby back bitch streamer, oh, it's so hard, I'm stressed out. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut up, pussy. Stop crying. Nobody wants to hear that shit. So yeah, do a fucking job. Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, and we're still live every fucking day. And anyway,
yeah,
not zero
brother.
Progress. Yeah, no, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I've been buried alive. I've been buried alive by shit. There's so much shit fucking everywhere in this. I'm losing my fucking mind. Like everywhere in this house, my mom has like documents of 1995. I don't need a fucking document, a tax document from 1995. And so it's everywhere, and I just, I'm actually losing it, boys. I'm actually losing it. I'm crashing out.
Here it is.
The mold is getting in my brain. You okay? No, I'm not. I'll survive, okay? I want to let you guys know I'm a big boy, all right? Like, I said that, my voice cracked. Very funny. Let me take a drink here, because as I said, my throat's fucked up. Everything that I eat and taste now tastes like a dead animal.
It's begun. You've assumed rat perfect. Your perfect form. Your rat form. Isn't it glorious?
I'm gonna be fine.
The roach.
I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm gonna tank it just like everything else, okay? Like, I've pulled my own fucking teeth out before. This is nothing. But at the same time,
holy shit,
it's unpleasant. At this very moment, it's unpleasant. So yes, today is the day that if you make any annoying comment in chat or anything, you're getting banned. All right? I just want to let you know right now. That's what's gonna happen. If you're even slightly fucking annoying, getting banned. And that's it. So today is not the fucking day. If Bloodborne doesn't come out today for PC, let's not even talk about that, all right? Do you have a crawl space under the house? No, I do not. And no, I don't. And so yeah, get Airbnb and let contractors descend upon Blighttown. There is a high probability that I have created a fork in the road. If there is asbestos in the house, I'm renting an Airbnb for 3 months. I'm getting the entire house renovated. Whole fucking thing. If there isn't asbestos, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to just continue complaining, right? And that's basically it. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. And asbestos is scary. Well, listen, I mean, like, everybody dies. It is what it is. Like, I don't think about this a lot, but at the same time, I'm not trying to breathe in a bunch of nasty shit. And what about toxic mold? I think that's probably good for me at this point, right? I've grown up with it. So yeah. No. Anyway, I was gonna renovate in 3 months though. That's fast. Well, it's about getting rid of the asbestos, man. I think it'll take 3 months to get rid of that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't fucking know, right? I'm not an expert. I don't have any idea. And so anyway, yes. So that's it. What about the rotten wood structure damage? It might sound crazy to you, but there actually isn't any. Because I went through the structural damage. Because I mean, I was in the crawl space. Like, I'm literally stepping over the hole that I fell in. And this is, again, at 5 in the morning, after sleeping for 2 hours. So, yes, very interesting day, very interesting time, and that's it.
Oh, shit. What a day. I wouldn't be a happy camper. Tell you what. I'd be pissed, too. I do want to check out this game. Let's do this. Look at this.
So a
quick
demo for
look.
this
We're not
literally
gonna
just
watch
came
the
out.
whole
Team
thing.
Ninja has had the habit of just doing a massive, big dick, like random shadow drop of
This
the
shit
game.
looks good,
Neo
so
3.
I'm
A lot
ready.
of people really wanted me to play Neo 2. They said it was a great Souls-like game. Neo 3 came out. I played, what was it again? Rise of the Ronin. I loved it. I played Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I hated it. So Team Ninja. Oh, I played Ninja Gaiden 2, the remake, Black. I absolutely loved it. So like they're 2 for 3. I'm ready. Let's try it out. Let's see if this is any good. Got it. Okay. And so I've got a sword. And so let's go ahead and here, equipment, I guess, and then I can put on melee weapon, sword. All right.
Played on the PS3, right?
And so, oh. Okay, so this seems pretty. Okay, so I have my own stamina here, and each attack costs a certain amount of stamina. All right, can I charge? Yeah, I can. Okay. 2 stances? Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they do have that. Okay, and lock-on is about the same. Okay. All right. This is pretty much like the other games, right? I mean, it's not really too confusing. Okay, enemy key and grappling. All right, and then okay, this is the execution move. Yeah, this is just again. All this is all Rise of the Ronin stuff. So I played, games basically the same thing.
And it's just like Ninja Gaiden.
Okay, tutorial menu, basic controls. Okay, got it. All right. Yeah, I understand
Same
all this.
shit, different game.
Do I go through the door? Let me double check. In mission. All right, really simple. I really didn't like the first Neo at all, but I love Rise of the Ronin. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of the way I felt about Wulong. And, you know, I thought Rise of the Ronin was phenomenal. I actually thought back about playing, like, the New Game Plus mode, but I just had so many other games that I wanted to play. It was hard for me, really, to find time to do that. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Is that a Pokemon?
Oh shit.
So you just wake up randomly in the woods and there's some magic bird that tells you to go and follow him. Okay.
My lord, it seems that Eos has fled.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Shit, General Lubu.
It's a demon dog.
Ooh.
I've already cut off that cursed escape route.
Oh.
After him.
Don't point that at me.
Let me guess, that's the weak point that I have to attack him out? Oh. Oh. I'm glad it shows numbers. If I remember right, Rise of the Ronin never showed numbers. Okay. I can't destroy the barrels? Okay, and... elixir, alright. I guess that's obviously a heal. I guess like you have your traditional like medicine pellets and everything. Defeated enemies, life and... okay, that's good. R1, pray. And level up, battle scroll. Yeah, this is all, again, same general stuff. Okay, change your guardian spirit. Enhance certain player
Really?
stats.
Change
okay,
your
so this
spirit up.
is... Alright, so this is maybe like that bird or whatever? Level up. Okay. Using him. Okay, souls. Alright, I have to use souls to level up. And... I can only do one level up.
Okay.
I think we're gonna go
Not bad.
let's just go with heart. Sorry you guys can't see it. I apologize, but yeah, it's just you know, that it gives me more health and more melee attack. I feel like it's a pretty easy decision now, right?
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay.
Good to start with that.
Battle scrolls, the mission you want to undertake. Okay. Divine branch fragment. What's this? Irregular troops hat. Okay, equipment, head armor. Okay, this is all literally like if you've played one of these games, these are all the same. Literally all the 100% all the exact same game. Okay,
the exact same game.
We've been whisked away to somewhere else again.
So you can do a double jump, which is nice.
I can't make sense of this. Let us continue for now.
Okay. Maybe I go up here. Okay. What's this? Small spirit stone. Can I attack that guy? Do I have a gun? Does it give me a gun? I have a ranged weapon. Okay, no, I don't. Okay. So let me see if I can do a... How do I... Okay, it's like that. Can I sneak around this guy? Samurai styles. Okay, key pulse F1 after attacking. Okay, that's... Again, I've played this game. And then let me guess. I'm going to go behind him. There's going to be a red circle behind him. What can I say? Oh!
Does that in Elden Ring?
I think I can break his posture. Yep. I've been here before.
Lord Yeya, you must flee!
Alright, I got sacred water. Okay. So, Samurai's art gauge can be styled, proficiency's active, strong attacks are martial, key consumption is reduced. Okay, so this is all this makes sense. Charge the art gauge and then press.
Who goes there?
Okay. Oh. It's pretty easy. All right. Arts proficiency. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. Okay, so strong attack is just your... Oh, actually, let me see. Can I... Okay, so you can't do it that much. Oh. Okay. Let me heal. Game seems pretty hard, actually. Odachi. Ooh. Okay, if I look at this number, this is a bigger number, so we're gonna go with that. Odachi is a longer sword. That's a two-hander. So can I change my attack stance? Not yet? Okay. Okay. All right. Doesn't really do that much damage. That's all right. I mean, Odachi and Greatsword were the main weapons I used in Rise of the Ronin.
A single arrow to the head.
Oh, okay. Now we, all right. Now we finally have our ranged weapon. Okay. And do I need to? Okay, I equip this, right? Yeah, I do. Okay. And does it automatically equip arrows? Or do arrows recharge? Okay, shoot, hold L2, then press R2. Okay. Nice. Shift style, it's R2. Oh, I should have actually read that more. Movements, low key expenditures. When attacking enemies from behind, it deals more damage than samurai style. Press F1 after attacking, using mist. Okay, I cannot recover key or perform purification. Okay. He's not going to come this way. He can. What is this mist? I press R1. It doesn't do anything. I'm pressing R1. What is this? Ninja. Like, I don't really care a lot about ninja. Like, the dual weapons is, like, kind of cool, and I might need to use that in the future. But, like, I kind of prefer to just play with the, Fuck. I thought he was gonna walk into it. Okay. Okay, pretty simple. Oh shit, I didn't even see him. Okay. I'm actually, this is exciting. This game is called, it's called Rise of the Ronin 2. Ninjutsu, okay. Unique movements.
This looks pretty cool.
Oh, I see. So this is like... Okay. Is it easy to just like go and kill her? Yeah, it is.
Oh shit.
I think the other guy aggroed. Yeah, this one did. All right. Press R1 with ninja style. Okay, let me go into here. Oh! It didn't work. So I just shoot him with balls? Seems. Oh my god! I'm on fire. Is there a CD for that?
Damn.
That's really good. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I might roach out on the other ability. Like, that's really good. Can I get medicine?
There's too many of them. Without reinforcements,
Okay.
we're done for.
What about this? Let me open this. Micro dual Uchikatana. Okay, what's this? So, oh, I see. Okay, so these. All right, I understand now. Actually, wait a second. Accessories? I got accessories? I got more life and more gauge? Okay. Alright. Make sure I get all these too.
Everything I had.
I got another heal.
Will there ever be peace in this world?
Yeah, this game seems pretty ooh. Okay. Can I go around this guy? Looks like I can't. Okay, so this is obviously a first boss. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shoot him in the head, and then we're gonna fight him. Actually, first thing, let me heal. R2 is like my... Oh.
I will.
This is interesting.
Well fought.
Because, like, so usually whenever I fight a guy like this, like, and you hit them, it lowers their gauge. And it feels like they don't really take a lot of gauge damage. Movement in the game seems pretty decent. Like,